Hey guys, this is Siren Frost coming out with another video tonight, and this time it's going to be a vlog. As you guys see from the title, it's called Giving Up. Um, Now, before you guys jump down my throat and throw some ass in my face, I just want to make one thing clear. I'm not giving up on this game. I'm not quitting this game at all. I just want to talk to you guys about something that happened just tonight at one of my locals, and something I kind of regret fully on. And it was a very disrespectful thing for me to do. And I'm just gonna tell you guys how it is, because I can't fake anything with you guys. Otherwise, I would never be the person I am today if I didn't tell you guys the real tea. So let's start with regionals. Well, I want to explain regionals and tonight in on this video. After all, this is a vlog, and this is my own personal thoughts. You guys can take it however the fuck you want. I don't really give a shit. So, at regionals, I was starting to give up hope of ever going to be, winning this thing. Because I realized in most of my plays, I could have done some things with the light stage effect, because I could have done more damage. But instead, I just listened to someone else, and yeah. I think I failed to realize I can't have faith in myself anymore, so I started giving up. But then, at around round 4, I had to buy, so that was like an automatic win right there. So this is like 1 point. And then my other opponent I actually felt like I was starting to win a lot more, and I had a couple buys. I had won 2 of my rounds, and the one thing I failed to realize as well, I didn't fail to realize, is that I've beaten a true Draco deck. I've actually felt very happy about it. I was smiling because true Dracos are really hard to beat. But I managed to pull through with Lilybell. And if it wasn't for Lilybell, I would have just died right there. And I would have lost. And Blazing Mirror Force kind of helped out most too. So I was very happy with that. Back in Vegas, I just lost all my match. I ended up being last in the list, like 77th place. It was a heartbreaking thing. I felt like I was going to just give up a hope. And then this regionals has kind of made me feel like I can do better. I just need to remember to read my cards correctly and read my cards right. That was it. So light stage was the only issue I had. And plus, I got the combos for Licoris and Reincarnation. It's just a fucking light stage kick my ass because I could have done more damage. I could have done more damage. I could have played different cards that I was very comfortable with and I thought was best for the deck. But, we learn. But in the end, I ended up getting 35th place out of 63 players. And to be honest, that felt so good to me because I was starting to give up hope. I was down in the 80s. I was down in the 70s. A lot of people dropped out because they were tired of playing Zodiacs or True Dracos, and everyone wanted to play the Winamats, so everyone just did that. I may have not gotten first place or top 16 that I wanted, but hopefully in the next regionals I can do better, but not for a while, probably, because there's no more regionals here in Utah until the next one. So, everywhere else is Denver, and I'm not willing to drive down to Denver because I don't have a car anymore, and because my last car just had a leak, so we're trying to find a new car for me, so it's kind of shitty right now. It's in a bad situation. But in the end, the person who I was trying to avoid for so long, he gave me a ride finally, and I just had no choice. I just had to tell him, and he gave me a deal, and I gave him gas money, of course, so he can help me take this thing, or take me to the thing, so. And, I told him 100% what I've done, and I could have done better with this and that. And then it is what it is. So, at least yesterday was a Sunday, and for some reason, Konami said it was going to be on a Sunday for Utah. So, I was like, bitch, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know what happened, so it is what it is. But now the main issue I have tonight was at my locals. Tonight was Monday night Yu-Gi-Oh! At Entertainment, and usually I thought I can do better because I thought I played a deck that can actually give me a chance to win. But here's the real tea, guys. I've beaten one of the people who I've had a hard time beating against. And because we both, and I'll admit, we both were so tired from yesterday, and we were just exhausted. Our brain just didn't work today. And so I was starting to feel sick, and I was starting to feel like I was just shit because my eyes were starting to become dilated. I was having a hard time driving because I almost like swerved. Yeah, it was not fun. Luckily, the cops did not see that. There's no cops near. Thank God for that. So, and then round one, I played against Stellar Knights, and he was just not playing it. I won, and I finally learned the effects of that day. This night, I learned the Light Stage's full effect, so I took that all in strive, and I beat him with it, and it was a 2-1. It was in game 3, and I did it. After all this time, I actually feel like I did beat him with a deck that I know I could have done better with. So that was my only win for this night. And then the next round, I played against shit, I forgot what it was. I played against Invoke Wind Witches. Now, usually I did a very good job on that one. The person who I played against always gets me. Like, me and him, every tournament, no matter where we go, we're always paired up against each other. And it was just a funny thing. And this is the kid I can respect the most. Because, you know, he's very respectable. He's not very egotistic. He's not an asshole. And I didn't care if I lost to him. So tonight I did lose to him. But it was mostly in game 2. We mostly usually get into game 3. But because I just had a bad hand, I didn't know what to do. And I don't know. But I was not mad at him. I actually respect for him. My last opponent was an asshole. He and his brother are very egotistical people because they won around top 16, or his brother did, and then he's just feeding off this entitlement bullshit. I thought I had this in the bag as well because the last deck I played against him, I almost got into game 3 with him. But this deck that he brought was Cyframes. And to be honest with you, I was really caught off guard with that because I never seen him play Cyframes at all. But he now figures that this is the one deck that can counteract Trickstars because he plays Soul Absorption. So when any card gets banished, he gets 5 life points for each one. And that pissed me off more than anything because my deck only does burn damage, not increased damage. So that kind of hit me a little bit on that one. And that's when I realized I needed Reficule in that situation. I didn't have her in my deck, but I should have, because if I would have known that he played Cyframes and they're all about banishment and this and that and destroying my monsters, I couldn't make any moves. Like every time I try to attack, he knows how to block it. Every time I try to activate an effect, he blocks it. It's like basically that deck saying "fuck you" to me right there. And I scooped the last match, and I scooped, and I was hoping to get another win on this one. I went first again. I summoned the Ice Spell, and then he chained it, and then just negates it and destroys it. And this is where the salt comes in. I was already getting pissed off with him, and then he said this stupid little remark saying like, "I'm sorry, this is the one deck that's gonna beat Trickstars. This is a bad matchup. I'm so sorry," and he was just giggling with it, and it's like, who is so egotistical to even say something like that? Like, I've already felt bad as it is. And yet you made me feel twice as bad about myself for being a player. So when he destroyed Ice Bell, and I know I should have never done this, and I regret it now, I quit. I quit it right then and there. On my very first turn, I quit. Before anything else happened, I just quit. I just got salty. I scooped the match. I gave him the win. It would have been for third place. If I would have beaten him, I would have gotten third place. But no, I didn't. So I ended up getting the 4th place, around there, I think. But it doesn't really matter. There's about 1, 2, and 3, so it doesn't really matter. So I was just really salty. I told, he just like smirked, like, okay, whatever. And then he just said, good game, and he didn't shake my hand or anything. It's like, I just was mad at him. I was really salty, and I told the tournament host that I was leaving, and I just ran out of there. Like, I just grabbed my deck, I grabbed everything, I just left. And I just felt like shit. On the way home, I was literally in tears, because I could have been more prepared. If I had known he would play a different deck than the usual build that, everyone usually plays, I thought he was in a different deck, like World Chalices, I could have done that better. I was figuring he was going to play World Chalice, because that's the one deck that I thought I seen him best do it. I was going to be more prepared for that. But no, he played side frames. So that caught me really off guard, and I feel like shit for quitting, on my first turn, which I should have never done. But I got so salty and so pissed off that I just didn't care. I just wanted to leave. And besides that, there was somebody there that I just did not want to be around, and I fucking hate her. And him the most, so I hate both of them. Who knows? Who doesn't, right? And so I got really salty. And you know what, guys? I can't, like I said, I can't lie to you. I can't. I did get salty. I did get pissed off. I whined like a little bitch. I cried like a little bitch. And I just want to give up right then and there. And that's what made me do this video now. Instead of, before the deck profile and the regional reports. I want to do all that first. Because I owe you guys that. But this was the last real video I needed to do for you guys. Because I needed to get this off my chest. And I regret my decision tonight for leaving in the middle. Well, not in the middle. I just scooped the match. The third round went lost, and I just took it. I left, and I just didn't want to be there anymore. And besides all that, you guys, I was just not feeling well. I was already having a headache, and I still have a headache to this day right now. I was just not really up for it that day. I didn't want to take it, and I feel like I was just pranked. Or punked. Whatever you want to call it. I felt like shit. Right there. I felt like complete and utter shit. And I now regret that I got so salty to the point I just quit right then and there during the beginning of my turn. And the thing is, what's sad though, you guys, I had Condina in my hand, I had Chain Summon, I could have done all these moves and see where it takes me. But no, because of me being salty and me being just a quitter, I just gave up. I didn't want to go through this pain anymore. I was just not having it today. I just left. I took all my stuff with me, of course. I mean, I'm not going to leave them there with those guys. I mean, those guys are fucking assholes. I just feel like I just got pranked. Because I thought my last opponent was going to play World Chalice. I was caught very off guard. I had no protection. I had nothing that I can banish or anything. Because they rely on banishment. My cards don't. So I was completely off guard with that. And now he's offloading and bragging to one of the people saying I was salty, I was just this and that, and now everyone's going to think of me as this. They'll have no respect for me because I quit so easily and I just gave up like right then and there. At this point, you guys, I really don't give a fuck about those guys anymore. They were just not my friends. I thought some of them were. Not all of them, some. There were some people in there. But the entire time, I feel like no one didn't even talk to me when I was there. Everyone thought me as like irrelevant. And people still think of me as irrelevant because, I'm not a top tier player. I'm not the most friendly person to get to know. I'm not this and that, apparently. Apparently some people think I'm just a cheapskate, like a knockoff. I just was so emotional tonight. I fucking regret my decision tonight. I know you guys probably will see this, and this is not me faking it. I can't fake. Not like this. I now know what I've done. And now I regret it. I regret my decision to quit so early in the game. I could have done so many possibilities to change this game around. But no. I didn't do it. I fucking scooped the game, that third round, just because I got salty at this one person who is a better duelist than I am, who is much more smart than me, and I feel like I just got picked on and been targeted all night by my first opponent because he had to correct me a lot of my plays. Okay, you guys, you know what? I'll just say it. I'm not the smartest tool in this shed, and sometimes I forget. I do forget my cards. And then last night he said, "You obviously, it's perfectly clear you don't know your cards very well. You don't read your cards. You don't know your cards very well." So what if I don't? Who gives a shit? I do what I can because I'm the kind of person that improvises my shit. I improvise what I feel like is best for me. If you don't like it, eat a fucking dick, motherfucker. Eat a fucking dick. And that's all what these guys ever did. A bunch of little dickheads to me. They act like they're trying to give me good advice, but they're mocking me. They're offending me, and all because I did this one thing. And you know what, guys? I don't care if you guys don't want you know, if you guys think of me as a joke too. Everyone already thinks me as a fucking joke. But I can admit to you guys right now, I regret. I regret leaving the tournament on a salty mood and a salty deal because I feel like no one didn't take me seriously, and I feel like no one doesn't give a shit. I regret that now. Okay? I regret a lot of things right now. With that being said, I'm not quitting. I may just have to try to do better next time. And that's all you can do. With life hitting me in the ass, this dual, like, personal issues with me, my health is getting kind of worse. It's like, everything's just like hitting me all at once. Like, it's just something I don't need right now. You know? I just don't need it. But anyways, guys, that's just all I gotta say to you guys. I just gotta get this off my chest because I needed to vent. And you guys can think of this video like a crybaby, like whine like a little bitch kind of thing, but you know what? I don't fucking care. You guys can think what you want to think. Speak your fucking mind on it. I don't really care. But just know, you guys, I do appreciate your support. I do try my very best to give you guys some positivity. And even though most of my videos are negative, I do try to give you guys at least something, some outlook on me, to make you guys think I'm not this horrible fake person like Glasgow is, or, you know, these other people. I'm a real YouTuber who will give you some emotion, who will give you, to show you that I'm not a fake person. But, you know, maybe hopefully next time, if I can just practice a bit more, I can do much better in the next tournament. I'm hoping. But yeah. So anyways, guys, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably go to bed and just mope a little bit and just listen to music. But I just want you guys to, you know, I do love each and every one of you, and I thank you for your support. I really do. And I appreciate you guys even having a chance to talk to me, get to know me a little bit, and all this shit. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. I'm not even gonna say subscribe to me or anything because not right now. I just can't do it. But this is the vlog. I'm just gonna say that. But I'll see you guys next video, and I'm hoping I'll be in a better mood next time. So I love you all. Take care, you guys.